If you can't tell who the good guys are and who the bad guys are, who the people telling the truth and the people not telling the truth, if you can't tell who they are in crypto, then you need to pay attention, because the lines are clearly marked, but they're being skewed by the centralized authorities like the block that was paid $27 million to tell you Sam Bankman-Fried was a great guy. Justin, all the Binance FUD stories in the last 24 hours are coming from Semaphore, a media startup. Man, I tell you what, gives me a full-on for. A media startup that Sam Bankman-Fried invested in is SBF spreading Binance FUD. Guys, Sam Bankman-Fried is an evil genius. I mean, the stuff that this guy does, if he's not behind bald, someone close to him is. He's got a media startup. Why do people not talk more about the corruption of the block and the $27 million that Alameda was paid? Yeah. Nick, I know we're going to do a crypto media full-on expose, okay? But you know what, Nick? Someone's going to have to do deep research on this. It's going to be deep.
Okay.
I want someone to go on the block from the date that payment came in until the fall of FTX, and I want every single story pulled that had to do with Solana, FTX, FTT, and any competitor, specifically the ones that we know Alameda crushed. Newcoin or New Genesis, ICP, Casper, Refinance, Celsius. I want us to go and look at the comparison. No sneezing on the show.
I'm sorry.
I want to look at the comparison between those, which also we're getting a Bitcoin plushie made back here. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Big stuff coming for Bitcoin. I can't talk. Man, I can't wait. Cannot wait. Twitter Spaces tonight, by the way. Tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a Bitcoin Twitter Space at Join Bitcoin on Twitter with myself and the Duchess of DeFi, the most elite, the most exclusive Duchess of all DeFi, Cassie Wolf, the COO of Bitcoin. We're going to do this Twitter Spaces, and the stuff we're going to tell you is going to be absolutely phenomenal. We're going to blow your mind with what is coming. We are so excited about it. But anyways, Sam Bankman-Fried, evil genius, media corruption. That's why one of our four, why am I talking about this? One of our four pillars of Bitcoin is transparency in media. We want transparency in the media and the education that comes from these scam sites like CoinDesk, which ruled by what's the douche's name that runs all that stuff? Barry Silbert. Okay, Digital Asset Group or Digital Currency Group. They own CoinDesk. All the stuff sponsored. Don't disclose half of it. Cointellally, shill any project that will pay them money, whether it's a scam or not. The block paid $27 million by Alameda. It's garbage. And people want to point to this show and say, we're misinformation. Oh, no. Y'all are misinformed. If you can't tell, just like I said with Richard Hart, if you can't tell who the good guys are and who the bad guys are, who the people telling the truth and the people not telling the truth, if you can't tell who they are in crypto, then you need to pay attention, because the lines are clearly marked, but they're being skewed by the centralized authorities like the block that was paid $27 million to tell you Sam Bankman-Fried was a great guy. And on this channel for years, I always said, I don't get it with this guy. I don't understand. Why do people love this guy? Something that's a little off. There were times where I said some good stuff about some stuff he said, for sure. There's some times where I said some good stuff about FTX and about FTT, for sure. The growth was unbelievable. But I never could make my mind up on Sam Bankman-Fried because I could never put my finger on what it was other than his afro, which is terrible bad hair. Which, by the way, don't forget to check out our new book, Catching Up to FTX.
Oh,
you put the link in there?
The link goes to the website, like the book part of the website.
Do we have the new book on the new website?
Let me see.
This is the cover of the new book, Catching Up to FTX. They put a guy on here, and I said, you put a mother chucking afro on that illustration. So they did. So that's Sam Bankman-Fried.
You know what they should have put on there?
Some moobs.
No, well, look, there's dollars trailing. There's a mask trailing. Why is there not a zucchini trailing?
We need a zucchini NFT.
We need a zucchini falling behind him as he's running away.
A zucchini.
Out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, you can see here we have obviously Caroline's BDSM glasses that she wore.
So there's the Hamburglar ones.
Guys, this book is much different than our other book. This book here is very personal. This is a very personal book. A lot of storytelling. Exactly what happened when we went down to the Bahamas. We set up what's wrong with traditional system. You guys are going to love this book. We've already agreed. I'm already reading the audio book. Going to get that going soon.
Here we go.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Link in the chat.
And look at this. We're a 4.9 out of 5 stars on our last book. Isn't that weird that it's not putting our, it links all these together? 93% of people who rate Catching Up in Crypto, 5-star review. 93%. Go check any other book. Go check the Bitcoin Standard. Can't touch it. Guys, Catching Up to Crypto is the greatest crypto book for beginners that was ever written. And I will stand behind that, say it 100%. There were some typos, though. Hopefully those will be fixed on the second edition. Okay.